1. Andy Farrell's odd treatment of Marcus Smith. What's going on? 2. Mack Hansen's pinch me moment. Brumbies versus British and Irish Lions. 3. Lions seek strong performance against Brumbies ahead of first test. 4. British and Irish Lions announce strong lineup versus ACT Brumbies 2025 Canberra Showdown preview. 1. Andy Farrell's odd treatment of Marcus Smith. What's going on? The British and Irish Lions are on the cusp of a series that could define their legacy, and the pressure is mounting. With Australia's 8th-ranked team barely scraping past 9th-ranked Fiji, the Lions' minimum acceptable outcome is a series win. But here's the twist: despite the host's underwhelming display, Andy Farrell's player management has raised eyebrows, particularly with Marcus Smith and Owen Farrell. Let's cut through the hype. The Lions aren't amateurs anymore. They're a polished, well-funded machine with 3 constituent countries ranked higher than Australia. The real challenge lies in deciphering Farrell's strategy through the phony war of warm-up games, where teams hide their true hand. 2 decisions, however, stick out like sore thumbs. Marcus Smith, arguably selected on potential over current form, hasn't started at fly half, his undisputed best position. Yes, he can fill in at fullback, but it's like asking a race car to run on diesel. The speculation? He might be groomed as a utility bench option to enable a 6-2 split, 5 forwards, 2 backs, forcing the extra back to be a scrum half. If not, his early selection feels puzzling. Then there's the Owen Farrell conundrum. Critics scream nepotism, but that's unfair. Both Farrells are professionals. The question, though, is valid. Why wait to call up a player whose experience was always his strongest card? Farrell Sr. claims it's about competition for 10 and 12, but this contradicts the timing. Owen's skill in orchestrating a structured game, a potential Plan B, could have been tested weeks ago, not after Elliot Daly's injury. The real vulnerability, meanwhile, lies at fullback, not the centres, where Hugh Jones and Sione Tuipulotu are flourishing, or Tommy Freeman's versatility. The back row, however, offers clearer logic. Will Farrell opt for dual flankers like Jack Morgan and Josh van der Flier for speed, or bulk with a traditional blind side? This choice dictates whether Ben Earl's pace or Jack Conan's power starts at number 8. Amid the chaos, David Campisi's "good old days" rant is a welcome distraction. But back to the controversy: is Owen's call-up a masterstroke for experience, or a reactive gamble? And what's the message to Marcus Smith? The big question can the Lions afford to experiment against an Australian team that, despite flaws, will improve drastically by the first test? Or is Farrell's faith in his system, and his son, the bold move that will silence skeptics? Weigh in. Do you think Andy Farrell's strategy will pay off, or are there warning signs? Is Owen Farrell's experience worth the disruption, and has Marcus Smith been wasted? Let's hear it in the comments. 2. Mack Hansen's pinch me moment. Brumbies versus British and Irish Lions. **** Mack Hansen's return to the Brumbies, a dream come true. In an emotional revelation, wing Mack Hansen expressed that his return to the Brumbies as a member of the British and Irish Lions feels like a surreal experience, one he could never have envisioned. This remarkable event is set to unfold at GIO Stadium in Canberra on Wednesday, July 9th, with the match kicking off at 11 o'clock British Summer Time. Fans can follow the action through live text commentary available on the BBC Sport website and app. Hansen, who has Irish heritage through his mother, departed from Canberra in 2021 after making 21 appearances for the Brumbies. He then signed with Connacht, where he made his debut for Ireland just a few months later. Interestingly, at the age of 15, he was in the stands cheering for his local team when they handed the Lions their first loss during their 2013 tour of Australia. On this upcoming Wednesday, Hansen will find himself on the bench at GIO Stadium, ready to step in for what is anticipated to be the Lions' most challenging match in Australia thus far. "It's incredible," Hansen remarked, reflecting on the significance of the moment. It is a bit of a pinch-me moment. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be back here playing for the Lions, so this is truly special. This match will also see Hansen face off against his former teammates and close friends, Ryan and Lachlan Lonergan, who will be playing as scrum half and hooker for the Brumbies, respectively. I grew up competing against them my whole life. It will be great to play against them again after quite some time. They are two of my best mates, Hansen shared. The Brumbies have proven to be the strongest Australian team in this year's Super Rugby competition. Although they will be missing key Wallabies players like Noah Lolesio, Len Ikitau, and Tom Wright, it is believed that Lions coach Andy Farrell has selected a squad that closely resembles his Test 23. Hansen is keenly focused on securing his place in the Test series, which is set to commence in Brisbane on July 19th. While it is certainly special to be playing this game, the matches that truly matter are the Tests, he stated. That is where my focus lies. Previously, Hansen played pivotal roles in victories against the Western Force and the Waratahs, and he also came off the bench during a loss to Argentina in Dublin. For the upcoming match against the Brumbies, England's Tommy Freeman and Hansen's teammate from Ireland, James Lowe, have been named as the starting wings. But here's where it gets controversial. Will Hansen's emotional connection to the Brumbies give him an edge in this match? Or will the pressure of the occasion affect his performance? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. 3. Lions seek strong performance against Brumbies ahead of first Test. The British and Irish Lions are making bold moves ahead of their crucial Test series against Australia. But here's the twist. Nothing is set in stone yet. Head coach Andy Farrell has named his strongest lineup so far for Wednesday's clash against the ACT Brumbies, treating it as a high-stakes dress rehearsal for the first Test. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite fielding top-tier players, Farrell is deliberately leaving room for last-minute changes, sparking debate over whether this is strategic genius or unnecessary uncertainty. The Lions' starting 15 features a powerhouse combination, with Finn Russell and Jamison Gibson-Park reuniting at halfback, supported by an all-Irish centre duo of Bundy Archie and Gary Ringrose. Meanwhile, Ollie Chessum and Tom Curry have secured spots in the back row, a decision that's raising eyebrows, given the fierce competition for those positions. Farrell isn't making any guarantees, though. Players can play themselves in, and players can play themselves out, he said, emphasizing that performance in these final warm-up games will dictate Test selection. And this is the part most people miss. Farrell's approach isn't just about winning this game, it's about gathering intel. The Brumbies, Australia's top Super Rugby team, are seen as a tougher challenge than the upcoming ANZ Invitational 15, making this match a critical litmus test. But Farrell isn't locking himself into any rigid plans. A closed book is not good for anyone, he admitted, hinting that standout performances from bench players like Hugh Jones or Sione Tuipulotu could still shake up the lineup. Nowhere is the competition fiercer than in the back row, where Chessum is emerging as a dark horse. Originally expected to be a backup, his athleticism and line-out prowess have impressed Farrell, who now sees him as a potential game-changer. He's a big man who moves well and understands the holistic game, Farrell praised. Meanwhile, Curry's relentless physicality gives him an edge over rivals like Josh van der Flier and Jack Morgan. He's a machine, Farrell said. The stuff he does off the ball makes teams tick. The Brumbies, meanwhile, are far from pushovers. Despite missing 8 Wallabies squad members, they're fielding returning stars like Tom Hooper, and let's not forget their 2013 upset win over the Lions. Farrell knows this won't be a walk in the park. 100%, we expect a full-on challenge, he warned. So here's the big question. Is Farrell's flexible strategy a masterstroke, or does it risk leaving players uncertain before the biggest games of the tour? With Test jerseys tantalizingly close, every minute on the field counts. What do you think? Should the Lions lock in their starters now, or is this the right way to keep everyone on their toes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. 4. British and Irish Lions announce strong lineup versus ACT Brumbies 2025 Canberra Showdown preview. In a surprising turn of events, Andy Farrell has named his most formidable British and Irish Lions team yet for the upcoming match against the ACT Brumbies in Canberra. This game is expected to be a crucial warm-up for the first test against Australia. Leading the team is Maro Itoje, who forms a powerful partnership with Joe McCarthy. Notable selections include halfbacks Jamison Gibson-Park and Finn Russell, who are considered top choices. The bench features potential game-changers like Henry Pollock and Marcus Smith, both eager to prove their worth against the Wallabies on July 19th. But here's where it gets interesting. Pollock was originally slated to start in the recent 21-10 victory over the New South Wales Waratahs but had to withdraw due to a tight calf. Now fully recovered, his return adds an extra layer of depth to the team. The centres will be manned by the All-Ireland duo of Bundy Archie and Gary Ringrose, while Blair Kinghan makes his first start at fullback. The wing positions are held by favourites Tommy Freeman and James Lowe, with Mack Hansen providing additional back three cover from the bench. Alice Genge, known for his exceptional form, takes the loose head prop position, while Tard Furlong starts on the other side of the scrum, looking to improve his match fitness after a season plagued by injuries. Now, here's the part that might raise some eyebrows. Tom Curry, usually a powerhouse, has yet to hit his stride in Australia. Despite this, he's been entrusted with the open side duties in a back row that includes the line-out option of Ollie Chessum. Jack Conan fills the number 8 spot, and it seems Chessum will provide second-row cover if needed. The Brumbies, the Lions' toughest opponent outside of the Tests, reached the Super Rugby semi-finals, where they lost to the Chiefs. With the Lions' final warm-up fixtures ahead, Farrell remains open-minded about his selections, stating, "A closed book is not good for anyone." What do you think about Farrell's choices? Do you agree with his strategy, or would you have made different selections? Let us know in the comments below.